A 70-year-old man from Clear Creek County will go on trial accused of killing two young women in Breckenridge back in 1982. The judge in the case made the decision today after a two-day-long preliminary hearing. 9 News crime and justice reporter Matt Jablow was in the courtroom in Fairplay. Matt, you learned a whole lot more about this case.
We sure did, Kim. For starters, we learned what linked the two murders, according to prosecutors. An orange sock that one of the victims was wearing that matched an orange sock found at the other murder scene. Prosecutors say Annette Schnee and Barbara Oberholtzer were shot to death on the same day in 1982. They were both hitchhiking home from Breckenridge a few hours apart. Prosecutors say the two women were killed by the same man, Lee Phillips. 39 years later, Judge Stephen Groom has ruled that Phillips will stand trial for the murders. We also learned this week that Bobby Joe had apparently broken free from her attacker before dying in the snow on Hoosier Pass. She had a single zip tie on her left wrist. Schnee's body was found face down in a creek a few miles away. And we heard from the lead detective on the case who talked about Lee Phillips being rescued from the top of Guanella Pass after being stuck in a snowstorm. It happened just a few hours after Annette and Bobby Joe went missing and not far from the areas where their bodies and their belongings were eventually found. The same detective also told us how Phillips was eventually caught earlier this year. His DNA matched the blood found on a glove of Bobby Joe's that was found the day after she disappeared. Phillips is now being held without bond. A trial date has not yet been set. He's due back in court in December. Kim?